Some would say to us, if we read social media every day, that we both can be at times.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be insufferable for multiple reasons. A, well-rested. My wife and son were both out of the house. I was in bed by like 8:30 last night. Got a full night's sleep.
You really
Tremendous. B, walked outside. Third flat tire in 6 weeks. I want to punch my car.
Do you have a like a bad cloud you were born
I
under?
have no idea.
That's crazy.
C, the Eagles are going to kick the Bucs' ass this weekend, and I feel great about it. So we will be talking about that.
You just
for
woke
4
up
hours.
Rodman. Rodman's
I did.
waking up. He's in for Connor today. You just woke him up.
D, Connor's not here, so maybe I'll be even more insufferable because of that. And E, one of our predictions played out yesterday.
Interesting.
In terms of Negadelphia.
So we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Before we get into the Eagles, Phillies win last night, 1-0. What did we say yesterday during the show when we talked about what's that Negadelphian thing that creeps out of you? Well, they scored all these runs this night, so that means they're not going to score many runs the next night, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. Phillies win 1-0 over the Marlins.
And when do you see these late-game rain delays?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Well, they're trying to fit everything in. They're just going to keep playing.
Yeah, but this team played without rain delays like all year long.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now we're getting these rain delays late. So it was great job by him getting that in. Let me catch up on the Young and the Restless and GH.
Sure.
So it was great. So I got to get that in because we took Uncle Tom to dinner last night.
Well, that's nice.
Had a great time for his birthday. Happy birthday, Tom.
So, yeah, I mean, Phil's get that
Phil's
win.
win 1-0.
And they score the run in the first inning.
On a ground out.
It's unbelievable.
On a ground out.
Anyway, man, anyway.
You know as great as Ricky blew it last night? You didn't see the post because you were asleep.
I was out, dude.
Okay. Ricky blew it last night in the post game. So they were like, you know how they have to have the sponsored play of the game?
Yes.
The big hit of the game was a ground out.
I'm sure, yeah.
And
absolutely.
Ricky is going but dude, it's like they're scoring a run that I a ground out and everything like that. And Barkant's like, Ricky, it's the biggest hit of the night. It's our sponsored play of the night.
It was the biggest hit.
You can tell Ricky it was.
1-0.
But it's 1-0, and they have 94 wins. And John Clark, did you see the number from John Clark I retweeted?
No.
The Philadelphia Phillies get to do history this weekend, potentially. It is the most series tied with the 2011 Phillies that they've ever won in one regular season.
That's awesome.
And they have a chance to break that if they win 2 out of 3 for the Twins this weekend. They will be the most successful team at winning series in the history of the franchise.
Let's go. That's fantastic.
And that, by the way, again, for those who say you don't ever do it, that is a credit to the manager.
Hell yeah.
Which I say over 162, creating an atmosphere of calmness and stability. And by the way, I think this year he's been dealt a lot of cards that made it a lot harder than the 2011 team had.
Yeah, especially in-house.
He's had to juggle
injuries, but also
issues with players and
egos.
I mean, he's done Rob Thompson for managing personalities and everything like that. He does a really good job of it.
Damn right. All right. First things first when it comes to the Eagles. We're going to talk about us and you, our fellow Eagles fans.
Okay.
The opening topic is not necessarily about the X's and O's of the game itself, John.
Well, that's why we had DeCecco yesterday.
Exactly.
The football guy in.
So we have talked a lot this week about this Hurts-Jordan arc, the comparisons from Hurts to Tom Brady. It's been a couple of times this week we have talked about it. You know, Damian Woody, former teammate of Tom Brady, talking about the similarities that he sees from Jalen Hurts to Tom Brady. We talked about the moment in the offseason where Michael Jordan and Jalen Hurts were hanging out together, probably more so for the photo shoot and the Jordan brand. But then week 1, when the Eagles host the Dallas Cowboys, who's at Lincoln Financial Field but the GOAT himself? Michael Jordan is in-house. Jalen Hurts scores the rushing touchdown, does the iconic Jordan shrug, right? And, that's awesome. And it's real. It's not fabricated. This feels real that Jalen Hurts is trying to do whatever he can, not just from a successful standpoint of winning, but also how he acts, how he portrays himself, how he's trying to be a leader for his team. And we've said that this game, Sunday, against the Bucs, is one of those Michael Jordan games for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. Just 7 months ago, they won the Super Bowl. Through 3 weeks, it's been odd, but they're 3-0. And right now, they're going to continue to try to find any way to motivate themselves to try to get back to another Super Bowl. And I know Nick Sirianni tried doing the whole baloney, this is banner night? We had no idea.
We're not the defending champs.
Like, they're trying to ignore it, and I think that's very fabricated. This Sunday is not a fabricated storyline. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, with him as the starting quarterback, are 1-4 against Todd Bowles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1-4. Those are real. Those numbers are real.
That's not a fabrication.
The one game that they did win, I was in attendance in Tampa, and it wasn't pretty that night either. They squeaked out a win against the Bucs that night.
Now, you were going to have to Geek Boy did not get to do this yesterday. If I remember right, it's again a game where they sort of made the Bucs bleed out by playing defense, and it was sort of a boring game because I was in the midst of my chemo and everything. You went in my place.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
It was a good trip. You guys had a great trip. But like they sort of put a chokehold on that offense.
Yeah, it was ugly. The Bucs like touchdown was late. Like it was a late touchdown. The game seemed closer because of the score than what it actually was.
So it was a dominant win, but it wasn't a style points win.
Absolutely.
So it plays to the last game of no style points in September.
Sure. Now, when it comes to Hurts, even though Hurts, I don't know how much more motivation he needs, right? He's the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a difficult job within itself, right?
Sure.
But he's also a Super Bowl MVP. Some guys get fat and happy. Clearly, Jalen Hurts does not have that in his DNA, right? He's a guy that wants to continue to win. This is one of these games where if he's looking for some sort of motivation, if he's looking for some sort of, I got to prove this guy wrong. On the overnight driving in, I heard it once again. Well, the Eagles 1-4 against Tampa. As we said last week, nobody points out the 3-0 from the Eagles to Sean McVay, Nick Sirianni versus McVay, now 4-0 after the win. Nobody points that out. What they only point out is the 1-4 against Tampa. If I'm Jalen Hurts, I'm going, all right, screw that. I'm going to go out there, make it 2-4, and it's not going to be a squeak-out win. We're going to win this game. We're going to win it handily, which is why I'm so confident going into this game. But I want to talk about the fans today, John.
Okay, what about them? Because I'm anxious to see what you say is because what do the fans have to do with it?
So you and I have been owning the fact that the Eagles are the best team in football, right? Now, you were a little bit more confident going into the season, like, no, 3-1 is the standard, not 2-2.
3 minimum.
Right.
Like 3 is the floor of September.
But ultimately, I'm with you. Like, I was excited to start the season.
Yeah.
And let's go back to a conference championship. Try to get back to a Super Bowl where there's a lot of people that are like, well, I don't want to say that stuff just yet. What if injuries happen?
Yeah, a lot of things can happen.
We're not
for the Commanders.
Right. We're not predicting injuries.
How much would this game do for the fan base's confidence? So when we talk about Jalen Hurts and the Jordan arc, what about the fandom arc from this hungry dogs run faster mentality to actually owning it? Because this game is one of those games that I think could do something for a lot of people.
I'm telling you right now, and this is a guarantee, and I look into the camera and give you the guarantee. If the Eagles beat the Buccaneers on Sunday, or I should say when, here's a little preview. When the Eagles beat the Buccaneers on Sunday, they are guaranteed no less than one of the top 3 seeds in the NFC. And to come out of September knowing that's it, because we all think they're winning the division. So you're going to be one of the top 3 seeds. Then it's just about jockeying for position and making sure you're ahead of the NFC North and the NFC West champion, because the Buccaneers with their schedule are not going to beat you out. If you hold that tiebreaker over them, you're going to be just fine. So bottom line to me is this. The Eagles then set up the rest of their schedule, which, by the way, September was the worst. We all agreed September was going to be
tough.
The time. And if they get through September perfect, which I think they will, that's absolutely, to me, amazing. And again, it shows what you talk about with Hurts, what we now talk about with Nick Sirianni. And it's a credit to this whole roster. They just go about it 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
They do 1 week at a time. Unlike me, who looks ahead, who plans ahead, who looks at each month and starts figuring stuff out, they don't give a damn. They look at it and say, one at a time. And having that mentality is a beautiful thing for a football team. And I mean, it's going to be an amazing ride. 4-0 on Sunday would be just tremendous.
So we want to talk to you, and we want to hear from you at 610-632-0975. Calls, text messages, YouTube, as always. We appreciate you. When it comes to the fandom arc, right, Hurts and Jordan, what about us? What about you? A win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a 4-0 start following winning the Super Bowl. Like, this is when we start realizing, holy moly, this team is freaking good. We should have already realized that. I should say a lot of you should already have realized that. This Sunday should just add to it. So what would this game do for you? I'm not saying what would this game do for the Eagles.
No.
I'm asking you, what would this win, because I'm calling it for a win. You're calling it for a win. What would this win do for you, your fandom arc, when it comes to that confidence that, hey, we own this place? 610-632-0975. Now, coming up next, as you mentioned, the Eagles don't look ahead, but we will.
Yeah, we're going to do it because Nick Sirianni does not tell us what to do.
When they win this game.
I love that.
When?
I love it. Very good.
How long could this streak really go? It's Kincade and Salciunas here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.